Well, hello there. Welcome to Tiny Venture, the messy middle. This is my open journal of building tiny matters from vision to fruition, one tiny step at a time. And today, we're less than 24 hours from launching a product that we thought of and put out there in a whole matter of 24 hours. So, goodness gracious, we're a brand new company. Um, I guess we started roughly June 1st, and I haven't been on social media actively for 6 or 7 years on Facebook. I didn't have an Instagram account. And so we launched an Instagram account about 2 weeks ago. I've had this YouTube channel, except it's been more for recording personal things to capture. And so I've got most of those locked within YouTube, and that's pretty much what I've used YouTube for. I had YouTube back in 2010 when I opened the account, and that was for thinking I might go in the direction of becoming a YouTuber for real estate, and never really did anything with that. Just used it to, again, store and house a couple of videos. So all of these are platforms that I have not used actively and don't have followings on. So I've snapshotted kind of where we are so I can bring you along how we are going from literally pretty much nothing to something amazing, except we're brand new and it's okay. So this is the messy middle. Oh, look who's here. Oh, Charlie, you want to say hi to the people? You want to say hi to the people, bud? I don't know. I don't know if you can see him or not. So we are, I had this idea about a deck of cards, and we came up with calling it the Word Lab, and it's going to be Wednesdays for 30 minutes. And the whole entire purpose of that is knowing what, when I sold real estate, when I broke into doing the job of lead generation and lead follow up, and wanting to improve conversion and reach and expand business, etc., grow it. My coach had encouraged me to script practice and role play, and I just was like, I don't want to do it, and I refused and refused and refused. And then one day I finally was like, fine, whatever. He had produced a script practice partner for me that was based out of the California market, somewhere there in California, and on a big team. And so I did that 3 days a week for 15 minutes, I think, with this gentleman, and I got good at the scripts, and we got bored with each other. And so you move on after that and find a different person that you can't read, that's not going to give you some harder objection handlers, etc. So anyhow, that began, and I'll never forget being at Keller Williams at the time as the brokerage I was with, and they had an event called Family Reunion. That's their convention annually. Oh, sorry. If you're wondering what that is, I've just had a skin cancer removed. Basal cell carcinoma. Oh. So I'm at Family Reunion, and I'm lead following up in between some of the events. And I'm calling someone that I had an appointment with, but they just needed to think about it. You've heard the objection. I need to think about it. So they're thinking about it. And he says what I said no one would ever say. I'm like, no one's ever used that line. And he said, where were you when our house was on the market? And I'm like, nobody says that. Well, this guy, I'm on the phone with him. Mike, it was you, Mike. We worked together and did much business together, and it was just awesome. But Mike, you said to me, well, where were you when my house was on the market before? Because it was an expired listing that I was prospecting. And I knew the script. And so out came the script, and he was like, yeah, we'll list with you. I hung up the phone, leapt for joy, and was like, I'm in, I'm committed. Script practice and role play, all in, baby. So that gave me the idea of, there's a lot of people that are new to real estate and just finding their way. And they say, well, if I knew what to say, or if I sounded like you, it would be easier, and all these things, right? And this is simply the work that you must do. You must make it easier on yourself. Influence and persuasion is nothing more than learning the skill of rapport, which creates a sense of liking and knowing, which builds trust, which builds the ability to secure agreement. So language helps you with this. There's more to building rapport, but language certainly helps. Linguistics helps. And so what I've learned through neurolinguistic programming is just all of this stuff about self-talk and language and what we're saying to ourselves all the time. And I'm like, this would help people so much. And so I'm making it very minimal investment because you're just starting out, right? You're just at the very beginning of your ladder and of success. And so for $47 a month as of today, that's what we're charging for the Word Lab. And it's Wednesdays, 10 to 10:30 Central Standard Time. I'm going to present a new language pattern. And so we're launching this new thing, and tomorrow's our very first one. So we've had literally less than like 5 days of my little platform, Facebook, my new Instagram account, and just, hey, are you interested? We hope you'll join, and we'll see you there. So I expect there to be no one on the call tomorrow, and that's okay. It's progress, not perfection. And I'm real excited though. And I thought, this is important that you see this side of the story. Otherwise, 12 months from now, when we are achieving high success and things are going phenomenally well, and you go, "Oh, well, it's just easy for her." And I thought, no, I'm going to capture this along the way and bring you along with me, because if I can do it, you can do it. And that's the whole point, is solving this problem of, gosh, how do I get from where I am now, the mess, to the story of success? And I want to help you get there and bridge that gap. And so I thought, I left the coaching company I was a part of, and I thought, let's do this. It was not planned. All of a sudden I was like, I'm leaving. 2 weeks, finished up my clients in May. June 1st, here we are, here we go. And it's like, boom, let's I've got help, obviously. Marge, I call her Magic Marge because she's doing all the back end stuff for me and helping me. And I have an idea of something, the vision, and then she brings that vision to fruition. And so with this first thing that we've got going, the card deck, wait do you see this? This is beautiful, and it's tangible. So it's not only for real estate, but entrepreneurs, for parents wanting to influence and persuade their children. It's just all practical, great stuff that's going to allow you to improve your language, your personal self-talk, your ability to connect with people. So it's an important skill. And here's the reality. Skills are not what you're missing in your world and in your life. You're not missing or lacking probably any skills. That's available. Information is available. Skills and knowledge is usually not what's missing, but it's what people want. So this will be at the skill level, the knowledge level. Charlie, I don't know, man. And then that'll get you in the door of meeting me, and then I can help you go further with a lot of the other things that I do. So letting go of limiting decisions and limiting beliefs, and some of that background stuff that's getting in the way. All of that, that's the mindset work. And the mindset is where it's at. And so I'm your app for that, the mindset piece. And then we'll throw in the stuff that you all are always asking for, which is some of that skill set stuff, because your language is important. And so in the way that I'm doing this deck of cards, it's more than just language. It's more than just words that work in real estate and entrepreneurship. It's more than that. It's patterns of language and how the patterns of language works to help you be more effective in your connecting and your influence and your persuasion. So we're going to work on those patterns, those different language patterns together in the lab. So day one lab tomorrow, Marge was like, what are you going to talk about? I'm like, tomorrow we're going to pull the deck, from the first suit of the deck. There's 52 weeks in the year. And so each suit has 13 weeks in a quarter. So our very first suit, if you will, is going to be the seed deck. January 1, we'll start with the roots deck, but the seed deck tomorrow. So I thought we would do, I think I told her we would do chunking up. So we'll do big picture, because we're starting big picture right now in this Tiny Matters business. We're starting big picture, and then maybe next week we'll chunk down and go into chunking down, and you'll learn what that is and what I mean and what I'm referring to when I talk about the language pattern of chunking up, going big picture in ideas, and how you can do that in real estate or in sales. to be effective. So I will teach you what that's all about, and then you'll understand that. And then when you understand that, you'll start implementing that and integrating it, if you will, which is part of my I pillars of success. I'll talk to you more about the I pillars so that you know what I'm talking about there. But I have a 6-part framework called the I framework, the I pillars. And that starts with first having what? Insight, which is what? Awareness. And then moving through the different pillars all the way to imparting along the way. So I'm going to work on a piece so that you know more about that framework. But basically what I did is I took my framework for success in real estate. I was like, how was I successful in real estate? How did I do that? How did I chunk that down into what I was successful? And I came up with this framework, these 6 I's. So you'll learn more about those. Those are integrated within and throughout everything that I'm doing and creating for you guys. So tomorrow's day 1. There may be nobody there, and that's okay. That's what I want to show you. We may be going from 0 to wherever, and I wanted you to be here in real time so that you don't look at it yourself and go, I want to do client events and client appreciation events and all that, but oh my gosh, what if nobody shows up? What if nobody comes? Yeah, I'm right there with you right now, and it's okay. It's progress over perfection. So if it's just me in the lab, it's me what? Practicing the structure and the flow of the 30 minutes, seeing how that works out, improving upon that. When we do have people show up, we'll have feedback, right? And we'll continue to improve and reiterate on that and get better. That's what it's all about. I know, I hear you, Charles. He's frustrated because the ball's under my chair. So let me get back to playing with him, but I wanted to invite you along in this very beginning. So tomorrow will be October 1st, so you kind of get an idea. We've been here June, July, August, September. I thought I was going to be at trainers training, flying out today for trainers training in LA, and that schedule has shifted and changed, which made me pivot and go, okay, great, let's get into lead generation, let's get into lead follow-up. So that shifted the name of the game, so I'm going to put a stop to some of the background, behind the scenes stuff we're doing, and we're going to get into some monetization. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining here on YouTube. Tiny Ventures, Vision to Fruition, the messy middle. I'll see you with little snippets and episodes along the way, but this will be our first little, here we are in our big mess on our way to success. So with that, see you in a future episode. Bye, y'all.